Alrighty, so daily analysis of daily recap of what happened today in the market. So on the daily time frame, our swing is bullish, our internal is bullish as well. Potentially, we're looking to break that, the daily swing high, and take price higher and potentially break that daily internal week high as a first target, and then look to target higher. We just had the IBOS price pushed back lower into that unmitigated demand that had inducement as well. We had that shock, so we confirmed that this demand hold. The demand is holding, this demand is holding, and now price is ready to potentially break that internal high. So we're bullish, looking for longs. H4, well, H4 is bullish. All right, internal is bullish. We just had our IBOS, so we're in phase A, looking to take longs potentially from any demands that we have and continue longing, yeah, until we break that H4 swing high. So basically, coming into the session, price was there. We mitigated a H4 supply, so I was looking to potentially take the trade a bit lower into some sort of demand and then look for buys. So I was looking for price to push lower, to pull back. Going to the 15-minute, that's exactly what happened. So in 15-minute, that was our swing low. We had the boss there. We created a new high, right? And yeah, that was our swing low. That was our swing high. We had internal structure shifting bearish here, giving us an IBOS, sorry, from an unmitigated supply in M15 right there. So it started the pullback from there, right? Price just pushed lower and lower. Then what happened is that price give us a bullish IBOS and then another bearish IBOS, confirming that price one continue lower, and this was just a manipulation, right? So we left one unmitigated supply right there, but unfortunately we didn't have any inducement. So I just kept in mind that at any point we could just sweep that high and then continue bearish. So what happened is we had an LC1 right there. Price gave us an LC1, continued to push to the upside. This candle didn't break the previous candle's low, so we didn't get tagged in. Both of them are 92. We just continued higher. And the thing that I noticed is that, well, we had an unmitigated supply right there that had inducement, right? And we know that price doesn't have any, or that price, that the supply doesn't have any inducement. So we know that supply high could be used as inducement. So where price would potentially react from after sweeping the high? Well, we have an unmitigated supply right there with inducement. So price just swept that high, mitigated that supply, and then got into a lot of sellers into the market and just pushed price lower. So at first my entry should have been around there because, well, if I'm taking that trade, then I'm taking the the LC1, sorry. But I waited a bit until we got that M15 close, and it was bearish, right? And until the M15 shifted bearish again, the next candle shifted bearish. So somewhere around there with the 12 pip stop loss. Yeah, somewhere around there. And yeah, my target was just shy of a 123, so I think it was hit around, yeah, somewhere around there. That's where my target was hit. Um and yeah, it was a beautiful trade, very good trade. Before EQ, tried to play the internal pullback until one of the demands, right? And that's exactly what happened. We played that internal pullback. Mm. I've never really took any trade of this sort. Usually I wait for a shock, but this is internal structure. We swept the high, so I know that price has momentum to continue to the downside. So I was happy to take the trade and push trade lower. So that was phase C, very beautiful trade. LC1 entry above the stop loss above the high, and target 1 to 3 before EQ. In my book, that's a very, very high. I mean, that's a medium/high probability setup. I liked it. Then what happened basically? Price just mitigated EQ, right? swept that low, swept that small low right there, mitigated our H4 our H4 demand, right? And then it shifted bullish. So let's just put that. Yeah, let's just put that demand as an M15 gray just so I can see it on the M15. There you go. Yeah, so what happened is that we mitigated that demand and we just shifted bullish. So now we have a new internal plus a new swing range. So that would be our boss, all right? And that was our last internal structure, and that would be our IBOS. So that'd be our M15 IBOS. Continuation, boom, there you go. And for now, here's our strong M15 swing low. So that's our strong swing low that we need to follow for price to continue higher. Need to respect, sorry, for price to continue higher. That's a strong one. So that's strong low. All right. That strong low has an extreme right there. Fortunately, this extreme doesn't have any adjustment, so I don't think price will reach all the way here. Momentum is strong. That's one, and of course, if it reaches all the way here, I don't think price will respect that supply and that demand anyway. Yeah. What about internal? So that was my second IBOS. All right, and then we had another IBOS there after sweeping liquidity right there, having a small demand here. Not strong as it doesn't have adjustment too. It's not in premium, in discount, sorry. So I just put it that way. No adjustment, no liquidity. There we go. We have, I count this as a problem. Yeah, I could. We have this small demand right there, and then we have nothing else. So that's our internal structure. Internal low is that one. Yeah, not sure what. I mean, I know where price will go for next session. I mean, looking for price to potentially continue higher, break that H4 high right there. Uh, the H4 swing high. That's subjective. Do we have a new unmitigated demand? Yeah, we do have this one. Right, that would be our new H4 demand. We have a new internal low as well, so that would be our new protected internal low. That's our IBOS. There you go. And yeah, so looking for price to respect this demand and push higher. I think that's everything for GU. Very beautiful trade, beautiful analysis. Predicted everything, to be fair, from the IBOS, from the pullback, everything. And now looking to take price to break that swing high. We have quite a few supply, so we have that supply right there, that buy to sell, that we could see price mitigate and then start the pullback. But I'm not expecting deeper pullback as we don't have any really big expansion and then IBOS and small pools. So I'm expecting price to potentially start the pullback and then give us any sort of IBOS and take price higher. So that's everything. Let's see EU. What happened today in EU? So same scenario with EU. Daily is bullish, looking to take price potentially to one of the supplies, right? So here's my premium discount, looking for price to take it potentially to that supply. Although I'm not sure if price will hold that supply. It does have adjustment, but it's very far away, so not sure what price will do. But for now, I'm still bullish, so I was expecting price to continue bullish. H4. So M15 is bearish, internal is bullish, right? We just shifted bullish. That was our internal high, internal low, IBOS, and we broke to the upside. Now, what I was expecting is potentially price to start the pullback. So looking at the M15, start the pullback where to potentially that first demand. So what happened is price was overextended. That was our swing low, swing high was there. But unfortunately, what happened is that we didn't get any sort of, let's say, chalk, right? So yes, of course you could say that, yeah, we don't have chalk, we could call structure as internal, although we don't have a chalk, that's true. But not in this scenario where it's not like we have a big push and then we started creating some structure to the downside. No, this scenario is that we have a big push, right? And then we kept on ranging in between the low and the high. And they're not even fractal highs or fractal lows, so we kept on ranging there, and then eventually we broke out. So I couldn't get any trade here because, well, that wasn't really high probability setups, although you could say that this would eventually break because, well, it does have inducement, but it's not well priced. It didn't achieve anything. But just to keep it simple and keep it straightforward, just wait for that small demand to go, which happened there, and then we didn't get any entry. We went to that supply, but of course we already mitigated deeper into that demand, so I wasn't looking for buys anymore, for sells anymore. And yeah, what happened is price mitigated DQ right there. Swept all the lows. It swept all these lows, right? And then we pushed lower. So we swept all these lows. We pushed higher. We swept all these lows right there. We didn't mitigate really. I mean, we mitigated the whole range, I would say. Yep, there you go. We mitigated the whole range. Let me just fix it. Sorry about that. Mitigated the whole range, and yeah, we pushed higher. So that was our IBOS right there. Where is it? IBOS, 15-minute IBOS, yep. And yeah, we had the boss, officially the boss right there. So now our new swing low is that one, that low. It's strong swing low. Let me just fix it. There you go. That one is strong. Yep, perfect. And yeah, we don't have swing high yet, but we do have internal structure. So that would be my internal structure. We had that as well. And now that would be my internal low. Has a demand that swept liquidity, but unfortunately it has no inducement, so I wouldn't be too keen into taking trade from that demand. We're in phase A2 anyway, so we need phase C. Do we have any demands? Well, we do have this unmitigated demand right there, right? Has inducement in front of it, so could be a good one. This could be a good demand right there. This doesn't have any inducement, right? This one. There you go. Lovely. Um, and yeah, for now, looking for price to push higher, potentially reach that daily supply right there. For now, we don't have a new internal range, right? We need the close. We need this candle to basically close above it, and then we'll get that internal range. But I think that we will close above that level. I don't think we will disrespect price and push lower. Don't see any reason why. So eventually we will close about that level and get the internal low on that wick. Right. So yeah, price is bullish for now. We're in phase A2. Internal is bullish. Swing is bullish. Looking for price to potentially give us that pullback. Look for trades from some sort of demand. Waiting for supply to get shifted into demand, looking for that IBOS, and then taking price higher potentially. So yeah, let's see if next week we'll get any good trades. For now, we had very beautiful trades this week. 2 wins, 2 losses, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, this weekend I'll do my monthly analysis. Very beautiful month. I think we ended in a lot of profit. Let me just double check it. So for this month, we ended in 12.7% profit. Although if you remove the commission and everything, it'll be, let me just put it. So this month would be how much would that be? Yeah, I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, we have like 12.7%, maybe a bit less after commissions, right? But yeah, so yeah, so that's everything for our daily recap. Very beautiful price action. We got the trade. Um we're in like 2K profit, I think, now on the funded account, but I need to finish my 5 trading days, so I need 3 more trading days, and then hopefully we get enough so we can potentially request a payout on both accounts, and if we get 2 payouts, then we could request or send an email so I can remove that 1% maximum risk, right? So yeah, that was everything for today, and yeah, let's see what press will do next week.